Hey guys, today we are doing a Q&A video. Really excited. So yeah, I guess we'll just jump straight into it. I've got all the questions here. So let's start. Okay, the first question I got was, are you genuinely okay? Yeah, I honestly am. I feel like this question, it kind of got me really thinking when I first read it, because I was like, ooh, am I? But yeah, I honestly think I am, and I feel like that's weird for me to say, because there was a time in my life where I honestly thought for the rest of my life I was going to have to deal with depression, and then I was going to have to tell people that I was depressed forever. Like, I always thought that was something that was a part of me and that I was going to have for the rest of my life. And it's weird because now I can genuinely say that I don't have depression, and I feel like that's just a really, really weird thing, because when you've had something for so long and then you like it's gone, it's like, I don't know, it's just weird. Like, I never pictured myself not being depressed. Like, I never knew that there was more after depression. Like, I thought that was it, and that's how my life was going to be forever, and that's how I was going to feel forever. And yeah, so to say that I'm genuinely okay and that I don't feel depressed is such a weird feeling. I would say that I have not been depressed for maybe about two years now. I feel like 2017 was where it started to go. A lot of it came down to starting my YouTube channel and getting a purpose, and yeah, just like a lot of things that happened. Like, I feel like, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, for a very long time I was depressed, and I thought that was not going to be my life forever, but it's not. And that is so weird to me that, like, I'm okay now. Like, it's so weird. I have anxiety, and I'm managing that. I'm on medication. Medication has changed my life. It does have its pros and cons. Like, for one con, I'm tired all the time. Like, extremely tired all the time. I've also had a little bit of weight gain and stuff, but honestly, my quality of life is so much better now. So yeah, I feel like I definitely still do have anxiety, but it's managed. I feel like I'm managing it, if that makes sense. It's not like out of control or having like a negative impact in my life anymore like it was. It got to the point where I was starting to feel depressed and stuff again, just because everything scared me and my quality of life was so low, and I like got to the point where I was kind of like, you know, I would probably rather be dead than have to feel this way anymore. But now, yeah, things have honestly, you know, changed around so much. My medication has done and worked absolute wonders for me. Medication is a very personal thing though. It's not something that's going to work for everyone, and the medication that works for me might not work for you. It might make you 100 times worse. So if you are feeling this way, I really suggest talking to a professional. I'm by no means a professional. I'm just someone that has anxiety, and this has been my experience, but that doesn't mean it's going to be the same for you. So yeah, if you are feeling depressed or anxious or whatever, I highly recommend seeing a professional. It took me years before I decided to, you know, get that help. I thought, you know, if it's in my mind, if it's just a mental illness, I should be able to fix it in my head. But that's not the way it works. You know, and I feel like there is definitely nothing wrong with asking for help or getting help, because, you know, sometimes we just really, really need it. And I did really need it. I feel like I tried everything and it wasn't getting better. And honestly, going on medication, it saved my life. It changed my life. It's been so good. As I said, there is cons, but I feel like my quality of life really just outweighs the cons anyway. So yes, I am genuinely okay. Thank you for asking. I feel like at the moment I'm a little bit stressed and stuff, but it's good. Like, it's a good kind of stress. Like, obviously I've got a lot going on, but that's good, because I would rather have a lot going on and a lot of things on the move and to work towards than having kind of nothing going on, if that makes sense. So yeah. Someone said, if you weren't into makeup, pursuing a makeup as a career, what would you do instead? For a while I wanted to do dentistry, just because I was working at the dentist and they make a fair bit of money. So, you know, I've always wanted something that makes me a fair bit of money, just because I've kind of always had that thing of wanting to have extra money, you know, to either be able to help my parents or to donate, or, you know, also to buy luxury things. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I like the idea of like a nice lavish life. But yeah, also, like, you know, I've always wanted to be able to financially help my parents and stuff. They've done obviously so much for me, and it's always been a dream of mine to be able to give back to them. you know, also to the rest of my family, Sam. And yeah, I like the idea of being able to help people and donate. So I've always wanted a job that has a fair bit of money into it. So I was thinking of doing dentistry for a while, but yeah, the passion just wasn't there, you know. I also really wanted to be a psychologist. It just interests me a lot, the way that the brain works and all the like psychological side to it. I thought that being a criminal psychologist or like a psychologist that works in the jail or something would be like amazing, because I just think like, I don't know, like I will obviously never understand the way a murderer's brain works, if that makes sense, like, and that's probably a good thing. I probably don't want to understand how a murderer's brain works, because otherwise we might have a problem. But you know, like I just think, you know, kind of what drives someone to kill someone and like how their brain works that way and all that kind of stuff. Like I think that side of it is really interesting. So yeah, psychology was something that I was really big on. I was thinking kind of like maybe a pharmacist for a while as well. Like I feel like all in the medical kind of industry would be cool. I absolutely love chemistry, so anything to do with chemistry and science. I love science. Science is like one of my all-time favorite subjects. I just find that science, like I just love knowing how things work and why things are the way they are and all that kind of stuff. I was also thinking a lawyer at some point. I feel like being a lawyer would be so awesome. I feel like I'm pretty convincing and pretty persuasive. I love writing. I love you know, trying to change things and all that kind of stuff. So I thought that being a lawyer, you know, would also be cool. And then some more kind of like not really realistic careers, some that were, you know, a little bit out there, I guess. I really was into archery and hockey. I still am, but I just don't get the time to do it anymore, unfortunately. But you know, when I was very young, I wanted to be like into, not very young, like maybe like 12-ish. I wanted to either do hockey or archery. I absolutely love archery. Archery is like one of my favorite things. I wish I still did it. For those of you who don't know what archery is, it's like the bow and arrow, you know. And also I love writing, like, and I love reading, so something to do with that I would have loved as well. But they're all kind of things that I would be happy spending my life doing them, but I just don't have the passion for it, I guess, kind of. I feel like YouTube is really good because like it incorporates like the writing thing into it, kind of like, you know, the reason I wanted to write was to be heard and for people to hear my thoughts and all that kind of stuff, so this way people can hear my thoughts, obviously vocally. And yeah, I feel like, you know, I've always wanted to help people, so I can help people through my YouTube channel. You know, when I finally make like, you know, a decent amount of money, I can donate and all that kind of stuff. Obviously when I make a decent amount of money as well, I'm going to be able to support my family and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I feel like if I do take off and this, like, you know, I kind of, money isn't really a factor anymore, I think that I do want to learn a little bit more and maybe go into some of those things that I didn't do before, because, you know, but yeah, I have lots of different career options that I would love to do. Sometimes I wish that I had like 10 separate lives so I could live all of my things out that I want to do. I know some people don't really believe in the zodiac and all that kind of stuff, but I feel like being a Gemini, I have very split personalities, like, you know how they say Geminis have two sides. I feel like that's definitely me. I've got all these different things that I want to do and they all kind of contradict each other, so yeah, I definitely have lots of careers that if I didn't do makeup that I would have maybe liked to pursue, but I'm lucky that I found YouTube and makeup because I honestly love it so much, and yeah, I think it's amazing. Someone said, have you studied anything makeup related? Yeah, I have actually. I did beauty therapy cert 4. I didn't really enjoy it too much. So what was in that was like eyelash extensions, eyelash tinting, waxing, massaging, facials, what else was there? And we did a little bit of makeup in that as well. Oh, and nails. I hated nails. I'm really bad at nails, but I did enjoy it, like, but it's not something that I could ever see myself doing. I don't know why. Like, I just feel like I much prefer having this space here, like where I get to talk to you and where I get to kind of do it on myself, because I feel like people are very, very particular about things like their eyebrows and their eyelashes and their makeup and all that kind of stuff, whereas I'm not confident enough to do that for someone else, if that makes sense. I mean, obviously if I practiced it and got better at it and felt confident in it, then it would have been fine, but I feel like I just prefer doing it on myself. Yeah, so yeah, I didn't really enjoy it as much as I thought I was going to. I really did enjoy learning the once again, like the scientific side of it, to do with like facials and massage and all that kind of stuff, like learning about all the different muscles and you know, learning about like pimples and all that kind of stuff. Like all of it was really, really interesting. Unfortunately, I don't think I really applied myself in it. I feel like at that point in time I was only working a couple days a week, and TAFE was 3 days a week, and I think my mind was on the money kind of the whole time, and I was always trying to get out of TAFE and always trying to get to work and all that kind of stuff, and I feel like I just didn't really apply myself properly and give myself fully to it. I think I just had too much going on at the time. I was trying to work, I was trying to do my YouTube, I was trying to also do this TAFE course, and unfortunately I just don't think that I gave it my all. I feel like I would have got more out of it if I had to put more into it. But oh well, I think it was like just a learning curve. I decided, you know, I figured out that I obviously didn't want to do that as a career, and now I know that, you know, YouTube is kind of the way for me to go. So yeah, it was definitely a really good course though, and yeah, I did learn a lot. Someone said, are you from New Zealand? No, I'm from Australia, Tasmania to be exact. Someone said, how do you keep up with your editing and uploading schedule for YouTube? Really not well. Like, it's 8:30 now. This is my third video for the day. I'm about to film another one after this, and then I've got to edit it all and take off my makeup and then wake up at like 6:30 tomorrow for a 7:30 start. It's a lot, but the thing is, I just keep saying to myself, you know, just work hard for this year, and you know, we can kind of, I can, you know, I think it's really important now while I'm in the like the growing stages to really put myself into overdrive and kind of produce as much content and kind of prove myself. I feel like once I have the followers and the subscribers, you know, I can obviously ease a little bit into it and kind of no, I don't know how to explain it, but the thing is, obviously you've got to work a lot harder to get there than you do when you're actually there, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's not like I'm ever going to be like, oh well, I've got my like followers now, so I don't have to put effort in. That's not what I'm trying to say. It's just that you know, obviously while I'm trying to get my name out there, I want as much exposure, I want my name everywhere, I want to put up as many videos, as many photos and all that kind of stuff, whereas I feel like once, you know, I kind of am a little bit stable in the community, it'll be like I can kind of, I don't know, do you know what I mean, kind of thing, I don't know. And also the thing is, once I make enough money off YouTube, I won't have to go to my other job anymore. I'll be able to quit that, and I'll be able to focus solely on my YouTube, and I'll be able to do other things to benefit my YouTube and benefit my followers and my subscribers and all that kind of thing. So yeah, I just feel like, you know, I've just got to keep like working really hard until I reach a point where, you know, I can quit my job, I can focus on my YouTube, I can get people in to help me, you know, I can get someone to manage you know, stuff that will make things easier for me. I can make a schedule where I can upload, like where I choose what days I upload and stuff, you know. But the thing is, I don't know how I will go when I make it. Make it, I don't know what does that really mean, but because I love uploading every day. It's a lot of work, but I really, really love it. So I feel like it's something that I'll probably do for the entirety of my YouTube channel. So I don't know, it'll be interesting to see how it goes. I know obviously influencers, when they get bigger, they get a lot busier because they have, you know, more sponsorships, more brand trips. A lot of them have their own brands, so they have to focus on that. So like, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it goes. But anyway, someone said, do you ever plan on moving away from Tezi? Love your work. Oh, thanks so much. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard. Sam and I have talked about it, and he's really set on moving. I would love to, honestly. It's so hard. I'm in two different minds about it. On one side, I'm like, yeah, got to get out of Tezi and I got to get myself the opportunity and just move forward and all that kind of stuff. But then there's also the things of just like not seeing my nephew, not being able to watch him grow, especially in his you know, younger years, because they grow so much in such little time. Like, you know, just not seeing my mum every day and all that kind of stuff. Like, I don't know, it's very hard. At least when we, you know, have a bit more money, I definitely want to travel a lot more. So maybe even if we lived down here but spent a lot of time away, I feel like that would be better. Yeah, I definitely do want to move, but I also don't. It's very, very hard. I'm in like 2 different minds. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Someone said, how much would you roughly guess you would spend a year on makeup / giveaways? I don't even want to know, to be honest. I would say, I'm not going to tell you what my yearly wage is, but I would say like 2/3 of my yearly wage would definitely go on it. Yeah. This giveaway alone that I have coming up, I think it was, I feel like it's definitely got to be close to like 1,000 all up, maybe, I don't know. But then there's also paying for promotion. I spend a lot of money on promotion. And then also the things like paying for shipping and all that kind of stuff. So it works out to be quite expensive, but the thing is, I really enjoy it. I really like, you know, when you guys message me and send me photos of you with like your new makeup and stuff, like it honestly makes my day. And just knowing that, you know, I'm giving an opportunity to people and that I'm giving back to people. Yeah, a lot of people have said that they found me through my giveaways and that they love my page and glad that they found me and all that kind of stuff. So I just feel like it's really rewarding. But yeah, that's a fair bit, but the thing is, I wouldn't do it if I didn't want to, so it's not like I'm like, oh, poor me, I'm spending all this money, but it's like, I want to do it, so it's okay, you know. Someone said, how tall are you? I think I'm like 170 centimeters or something like that. I feel like I'm quite tall, I don't know. Someone said, what's one product you purchased not expecting to like it and now you love? I feel like it's gonna be like my expensive products, like I feel like the Jaclyn Hill highlighters, I was kind of like, I wasn't not expecting to like them, but I was kind of like, you know, are they gonna be that good? And they really were. Yeah, it's definitely got to be my more expensive stuff, like the Hourglass Vanish Stick. I knew it was good, but I was like, is it going to be like $70 or however much it is, like good, and it is. So yeah, I feel like it's definitely got to be like my more expensive products where I've been like, oh, is this really going to be worth the money? And they are. My Natasha Denona palettes, the $107 ones or whatever they are. I didn't think they would be worth $107, and I'm not so sure that they may be worth $107, but they're definitely worth a lot, if you know what I mean. Someone said, what do you use to clean your brushes? I haven't cleaned my brushes in yonks, as I'm sure you guys know, but I just use this solid brush soap by SoJo Beauty. Before I was using this, I was using baby shampoo. Works like the same kind of thing, but I just like this. It's pretty easy. You just grab your brush, wet it, swipe it around in the brush soap, and then just wash it out. So I just like kind of the easiness of this, and it's all compact and in one place. And I like the idea of using something that's specifically made for the brushes, because I know it's obviously going to be fitted towards the brushes, if that makes sense. So yeah, I do really need to wash my brushes, but yeah, I do recommend the solid brush cleaner by SoJo Beauty. I think it's quite inexpensive as well. Someone said, what brand of makeup sponge do you use? At the moment I'm using the Juno & Chloe Velvet one, or whatever it is. I feel like my favourite is the Savannah Rose Cosmetics one. That one's amazing. And then I also really love the SoJo Beauty one. They're all really good. Someone said, how do you stay motivated to post so much? I don't know, like, it's hard some days, but honestly, like, if I don't post, I feel worse than if I do, if that makes sense. Like, you know, even if I'm tired and stuff, if I don't post, like, just posting brings so much happiness to me. I just really like putting my work out there, and, you know, when I do a look, I'm so excited to show you guys, kind of thing. Everything in my life is beauty or YouTube related. Like, you know, I watch YouTube, and then I go on my Instagram, and it's all my favourite, you know, beauty bloggers and all that kind of stuff, and I see like new makeup looks, and then I go on TikTok and it's all, you know, makeup related and stuff like that, and on my Facebook it's all makeup related. I just feel like everything in my life relates back to YouTube or makeup, and it just really helps to keep me motivated, because even if I'm like, oh, I feel like shit, like I don't want to film today, I'll go on my Instagram and I'll see like a really pretty makeup look, and I'm like, okay, I'll film. I feel like surrounding yourself with people who are in the same thing as you, or doing like what you want to be doing, is a really, really good idea. Someone said, what do you recommend for budget eyeshadow? Colourpop is amazing. Their eyeshadows are really, really good. I feel like Morphe, depending on how high your budget is, Morphe have some pretty cheap palettes, like cheaper in the scheme of things. Makeup Revolution's really, really good. What else is there? Makeup Revolution, Colourpop, Morphe. Chi Chi have some really nice eyeshadows. Chi Chi do, and I feel like they're quite inexpensive as well. So yeah, all of those are really good. Just trying to think if there's any others, but I feel like I can't think of any right now. Someone said, how old are you? I'm 19 and I turned 20 this Friday. Someone said, if you had one chance to change your name, what would you change it to? I'm gonna be boring and I'm gonna say I don't think I would, just because I don't know, like I feel like Sophie is just who I am, and I like my name, you know, it's me, it's what I've always known myself as, and I just feel like Sophie is the perfect name for me. I feel like I would be weird having anything else. I feel like SoJo is like my alter ego, and I feel like that's perfect too. Like I really like my names. When people call me SoJo, it makes me really happy because it's nice that that's kind of who they know me as, like SoJo Beauty. I feel like it's cool that I've kind of got like an alter ego, you know. But yeah, no, I don't think I would change my name. I like my name for me. I'm going to finish this video here, and I think I'll do a part 2 because there's still a few questions to answer. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.